What's up guys, welcome back to Lawn Insider. We have kind of a dreary day today. It's overcast and there's chances of rain later, so I think I'm just going to stay inside the confines of the garage here, and I'm going to give you guys 5 tips to have a nice Bermuda lawn this upcoming season. Now these tips are going to focus on Bermuda lawns. A few of them can cross over into cool season grasses, but some of them are really specific to Bermuda because Bermuda doesn't really behave or grow like a lot of cool season grasses, so it's going to have some unique tips. Okay, tip number 1, and it's actually really the best thing you can do for your lawn, is mow. And there's actually kind of a part A and part B to mowing Bermuda grass. Part A is that you need to mow low. This is one of the areas where it differs from cool season grasses. A lot of cool season grasses you can mow at 3-4 inches and have no problem. But Bermuda, and really hybrid Bermuda, would much rather be mowed at around 1 inch. So really, if you have a rotary mower, which is just the regular mower that 99% of Americans have, you can really just set it down to the lowest latch, and as long as you're mowing often enough, your Bermuda is going to be fine. It's going to thrive, and it's going to allow it to grow laterally and grow thicker. Part B, and this goes along with mowing low, is that you're going to have to mow often. So really, if you're mowing low and you're maintaining around 1 inch or maybe 1.5 inches, whatever your lowest setting is on your mower, you really need to be mowing about twice a week. Mowing has all sorts of benefits for your lawn, but the main one is that it's going to thicken up your lawn. And the thicker your lawn is, it's going to be less likely that weeds will show up in your grass. It's going to be less likely that bugs and other pests show up in your grass. And it's going to be less likely that any fungus or any disease like that can show up in your lawn. So mowing actually is the very best thing you can do for your lawn, and that's why it is tip number 1. Tip number 2 is that you need to put down about 1 inch of water every week on your lawn. Now that water can come from rain, that water can come from an irrigation system, but regardless of where it comes from, you need to put down about 1 inch. The easiest way to know if you got 1 inch of rain is to keep a rain gauge somewhere on your property. I have one on a post in my back lawn, and the easiest way to know that you're putting down 1 inch of water when you have your sprinklers on is by doing something they refer to as the Tuna Can Test. A tuna can is about 1 inch deep, so you're going to put tuna cans at various spots in your lawn. You're going to run your sprinklers, and you're going to see how long the sprinklers take to fill up those tuna cans to the top, and that's going to tell you about how long you need to run your sprinklers to get down 1 inch of water in your lawn. Tip number 3 is going to be to put down a pre-emergent in your lawn. I actually did a video on this particular product already, but the pre-emergent that I use is called Barricade by the Andersons. Actually, when I run out of this one, I honestly will probably get the liquid product, but that's what I use right now because it's what I have. Let me show you the bag real quick just to show you what we're looking for when we're looking at pre-emergents. Alright, so when we're looking at pre-emergents, we are looking for the active ingredient prodiamine. And what prodiamine does, and what pre-emergents in general do, is it is going to prevent future weeds from showing up in your lawn. It is not going to kill the weeds that are already there, but it is going to make your life easier in the future. But it is very important that you get down some sort of pre-emergent on your lawn in the spring before the temperatures hit 55 degrees, because that's when crabgrass germinates, and nobody wants to deal with crabgrass.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
The number 4 tip is to feed your lawn with a nitrogen fertilizer. Last year, I actually used this product. It's called Scott's Turf Builder Southern Lawn, and I probably will use it some this year as well. But yesterday, I went by my local Ewing and I picked up a few bags of the green tracks. So I'm going to give those a try, and we'll see what kind of results we get this year. Now, when you get a bag of granular fertilizer, you are always going to find 3 numbers that look like this somewhere on the bag. And these numbers are just telling you the percentage of nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium in that bag. In other words, 32% of this bag's contents is nitrogen. One of the really cool things about bags of fertilizer is that most of them are going to tell you exactly how much product you need per 1,000 square feet. They're going to tell you exactly what you need your broadcast spreader dial on, if you have a Scott's broadcast spreader, that is. And they are also going to show you when you need to apply. So right here on this bag it says early spring, late spring, summer, and early fall. So for my roughly 4,000 square foot yard, all I would have to do was multiply 2.8 times 4, and that gives me a little over 11 total pounds of product that I'm going to apply to the yard every time I make an application. The fifth and final tip is going to be to edge your lawn. It might not seem important, but it's like having a masterpiece that you don't put a frame on. So you need to put an edge on your lawn. It just makes everything look so much more crisp and clean, and it really makes your yard pop and stand out from your neighbors. I would recommend using a metal blade to edge. I just find that easier personally. I know some people use weed eaters with good results. I've never tried that. I think the metal blade is the way to go. It kind of makes things dummy proof, and it makes your edges crisp and clean. Alright guys, there's 5 tips that can help you dominate your neighbor and give you the nicest lawn you've ever had. Thank you for watching. I'll see you again next week. Lawn Insider, out.